Okay, class. Today we will continue discussing the material. So it is about still about speech act. Yeah, still about speech act. So as we discussed in the last meeting, speech act is about speech. Yeah, speech and acts. How a speaker perform an action with utterance. So while speaking, while producing utterance, the speaker produce an act. Jadi sambil menyampaikan suatu kalimat di dalam percakapan, jadi seorang pembicara, dia menghasilkan suatu tindakan atau menyebabkan orang lain melakukan tindakan. So the action can be done by the speaker or the listener, yeah. So actually, the theory of speech act is coined by Austin in 1962. It's quite a long time ago, and divide the utterance into three kind of meaning. The first one is propositional or locutionary. So this one is the literal meaning of an utterance. The second one is illocutionary. That is particular intention in making the utterance. The third one is perlocutionary, production of particular effect in the addressee. So the structure is like this, yeah. The structure is like this. The utterance is the string of words, and then the propositional utterance is the locutionary, that the literal meaning. Illocutionary is the intention to interact, and perlocutionary utterance the intention to affect behavior. Maybe I can give the example like this. You are standing in front of the TV, yeah. Maybe I will use a pen. This string of word, kumpulan kata-kata ini, dia namanya string of words, ya, string of words atau utterance. Nah, ketika dia memiliki makna literal, itu namanya locutionary. Sorry, maaf. Hapus dulu lah. Act. Ya. Literal meaning. Makna aslinya. You are standing in front of TV. Kamu berdiri di depan TV, itu makna aslinya ya. Tapi sebenarnya bukan itu yang dimaksud. Yang kedua, ketika you are standing in front of the TV, itu kan sebetulnya maksudnya agar orang itu minggir. Nah, yang kedua itu namanya illocutionary act. Niat agar orang itu minggir itu illocutionary act or intention to affect the behavior. Ya. Nah, dan ketika orang itu sudah minggir, itu namanya perlocutionary act, ya. So it's already affect the behavior of the listener, ya. So when we discuss about literal meaning of an utterance, you are standing in front of TV, makna aslinya adalah kamu berdiri depan TV. Itu makna aslinya. Tapi maksudnya bukan itu ya. Niat dia adalah agar orang lain itu minggir. Itu illocutionary. Intention in making the utterance. Niatnya adalah kenapa dia membuat utterance itu adalah agar orang tersebut minggir. Perlocutionary, production of particular effect in addressee. Itu agar ada efeknya, yaitu orang tersebut minggir. So illocutionary is only the meaning, the literal meaning. Probably the real meaning is not the same like the literal meaning. Illocutionary act is the intentions of the speaker. Perlocutionary Force is already the effect of the utterance spoken by the speaker. So there are types of speech act. The first one is declaration. Speech act that change the word via an utterance. The speaker has to be a specific role in a specific context in order to perform a declaration. The example is like, I pronounce you husband and wife. This utterance is really powerful ya, sangat powerful ya ketika seorang pendeta mengucapkan, saya nyatakan kamu suami dan istri, otomatis orang yang dinikahkan akan jadi suami istri. This one is called declaration. The second one is representative. Representative speech act that state what the speaker believes to be the case or not. Apa yang dipercaya, what the speaker believes. So it include the statement of fact, assertion, conclusion, and description. So the belief can be true or can be not true. Yeah? Like when someone say the earth is flat. So this belief can be true or can be not true because it's about beliefs. It's not about fact. Yeah. Even though it looks like the statement of facts. Yeah. The third one is expressive speech act that state what the speaker feels. It include the statement of pleasure, pain, likes, dislike, joy, or sorrow. It is about the feeling of the speakers. I am sorry, congratulations. And fourth, directive speech act used to get someone else to do something. They express what the speaker wants. They are commands, order, request, suggestion. So in this case, give me a cup of coffee, make it black, don't touch that. Could you lend me a pen, please? So this is a kind of commands, order, request, suggestions, kind of speech act that make people do something for us, yeah, or ask people to do something for us. So the last one is commissive. Commissive is speech act used by the speaker to commit themselves to some future action. So we promise something, we threat someone, ya, someone mengancam seseorang, refusal or refuse to do something in the future. We do the pledges, ya. So I'll be back is a promise. We are going to get it right next time is a promisal. We won't do that is a refusal, yeah. So the speaker refused to do something in the future. So that's all is types of speech acts. Thank you for your attention. See you next time.